Garry, a quick reflection on what just happened.
I just think, as I said in the chamber this evening, I think it's a really, really sad day for democracy. We had a general election recently and local elections. The people made it very clear in Thurrock what they wanted. They voted for more Conservative councillors. They voted for 2 MPs as well. And I feel this evening that democracy has been let down, the people have been let down, and the result that we won a few weeks ago for our residents has been stolen away by a very strange collaboration, should we call it.
And Shield made a feelings plain about you. Stuart Sinclair hasn't made a feelings plain at you. At any time did you think about negotiation to stand down for the sake of the party and hanging on to power? I've
tried to have discussions with Councillor Sinclair Haslam, with Councillor Shield at the time. They're intransigent in terms of their position. I was very happy to discuss, the issues that were raised at the time. But I think, what the improvement programme we've been working on so far, and it's been, the Chair of Planning particularly, that's actually held back the improvement programme. As we've seen, you've been to many of the council meetings, you've seen what's happened, and I think basically what we saw in the chamber tonight was very, very worrying. There was an attempt there to completely override advice, legal advice in terms of decisions, and I just worry now for Thurrock Council and the people of Thurrock in terms of what's been created tonight. I just think it looks very unpleasant, and it was a complete shambles tonight, and it's a very bad start for Councillor Kent. And we shall see what happens, but I think ultimately, in terms of our improvement journey for Thurrock Council and for Thurrock people, I think we'll be vindicated, because we've only tried to ever do the right thing for Thurrock Council, for Thurrock residents. We've done that, and this is very, very shoddy, I think, in terms of tonight, and I think people should be very disappointed.
Do you think there are organisations looking outside here who will say, hold on a second, we've got a Labour administration, we've got a concerned Conservative mayor, we've got a deputy mayor as Conservative? Do you think organisations maybe Eric Pickles as the local government assembly in the cabinet might think, hold on a second, what's going on here?
Well, I hope they do. I've already met with Bob Neal when he came down before the elections, who's the new minister for Thames Gateway, and he was very concerned about the planning chair and what happened in the planning committee meetings that we know. And obviously I think we'll be very interested to hear what's happened here tonight, really, particularly in terms of some of the discussion that's gone on tonight in terms of trying to ignore advice from the Chief Executive around some very serious issues around the competence of council to make decisions. It was very clear what he said, and people still tried to force through, against that. So I think the government will be very interested to hear what's going on, and certainly it puts the council's improvement programme back. When we've made so much fantastic progress over the last year, that was recognised, even acknowledged by Councillor Kent, the improvement programme. So I think ultimately we'll be vindicated. I think we've seen the start of what's going to be a very, very worrying year, I think, really, in terms of this new administration.